Michael Jordan has the Bulls' last 8 points, Ewing 10 of the last 12 for New York.
Knicks by 1, 1:26 to go in the game. The Bulls have a foul to give. Knicks in the penalty.
When in doubt, go screen roll.
Jordan gives it up to Cartwright, back to Jordan. Ewing with the block. They're going to call the foul.
See, that's 2 shots. See, that's the problem with being in the penalty right now, because now Michael will shoot 2. So you try to do everything in your power to corral him, and any contact now is going to be 2 free throws.
Personal foul 3, John Starks.
John Starks, 5th foul. Minute 13 to go in the game. Knicks lead it by 1. It was a huge turnover when the Bulls forced the violation. Jordan hasn't missed from the line tonight. Till then, Chicago 7 of 9 from the line. The Knicks have shot only 2 free throws, and we're tied at 87.
Now be aware, Mark Jackson likes to throw a behind the bounce, a back bounce pass to Ewing if they run screen roll. So keep that in mind the last minute of the game here.
Starts for 3. Ewing and McDaniel went for the rebound. Bulls foul.
That's all right. That's only 4, so they've still got sideline out of bounds. It'll be a new shot clock.
Tied at 87, 48 seconds remaining. The next time the Bulls foul, the Knicks will go to the line.
Big offensive rebound by Xavier McDaniel. He's been quiet here in the second half.
Cartwright yanks Ewing and puts him down inside the paint. Ewing has to come all the way out. The jumper in the lane, and it's a 2-point. Knicks lead with 33.8.
A little surprising that Phil Jackson has not chosen to go double team Ewing. He allowed Ewing to come all the way in the lane, and Ewing has the hot hand.
He's hit his last 6.
Surprised he's not making him give the ball up. Now, the one thing you don't want to do if you're New York is you don't want to give up a 3-point play going to the basket.
Jordan's trying to get that, kicks it out to Pippen from long range. Rebound, Ewing. He's fouled. And the Knicks lead it by 2. They are stunned here at Chicago Stadium.
His 3rd penalty.
See, still a lot of time, though, Bob. The one thing, you know, even if Patrick Ewing makes both of these free throws, the one thing normally you do if you're a coach is you give a team a strong move going to the basket. You give up a quick 2. So if he makes 2, it puts the pressure on Chicago to go for a quick 2 and not a 3.
30 points, 15 rebounds, 6 blocks, 5 assists.
Now this is the big one right here. That gives them no worse than a tie on a 3-point shot. This one really puts the pressure on Chicago.
Ewing 3 out of 4 tonight. 4 out of 5. It is a 4-point Knicks lead with 13.4 seconds remaining in this game.
Bob, this is the play that Ewing actually took the lead. And here's what I'm a little surprised about. Michael Jordan is right here in this position right here. And normally, this is such a great trapping area. All right? As Starks goes away, I'm surprised Michael didn't trap this, but he doesn't. He starts and he leaves. And now this gives Ewing the lane. Boom. And Pippen right here can't get there soon enough. So the big fella squeezes through there and gets the score. Chicago has chosen not to double Patrick Ewing here in the 4th quarter, and he's made them pay for it at this point in time. He's hit, what, 14 of their last 16 points?
14 of the last 18, but the point is the same. Pippen will inbound right in front of our bench here with 13:4 to go. Knicks by 4.
Now, Pippen is the guy who usually comes and gets us. They throw it into Grant, they throw it back to Pippen, and he makes a big looping turn and takes it to the basket.
Jordan shoots the air ball. Pippen got it. Knowing Jordan, it may have been a pass.
Got to get the ball in bounds.
Foul on Chicago, 4.1 seconds. It's a 2-point game. Horace Grant commits the foul. Jackson will go to the line.
It's the same position Mark Jackson was in Game 3 in overtime. against Detroit. They were up 1 at the time. He steps up there and makes 2 to put them up 3. They're now up 2. If he can get 2 free throws here right now, he's got a chance to ice this game for the New York Knicks.
Jackson 3 for 4 from the line. Big free throw. 3-point Knicks lead. This one is the big one.
Yeah, because what it does, it takes the pressure off of you. Even if a guy shoots a 3, you don't have to worry about taking a foul. So this is the money ball right here.
Ewing gets the offensive board. He is fouled with 1.1, and the Knicks have the 3-point lead.
Well, Chicago did not check off on the rebound. Ewing went over the top and tipped it to himself.
Ewing's 16th rebound of this game. He has 30 points to go with his 6 blocks, 5 assists, and now steps to the line.
Well, he needs to make 1 before this game is over. This game is not over yet. It is now.
It is now. So Ewing has, correction, 33 points. Coming up right after this one, Ron Thule and Goose Gibbons will have the Suns at the Blazers from Portland.
Bob, let me say something about this game tonight. You got to give New York all kinds of credit. Remember, we talked about it being the steal game, the game you come in off the motion. Let me tell you something about Chicago. Chicago had breezed through this season, 67-15, really no adversity, really no injuries. They beat Miami 3-0. They've had 7 days off. All they've read about the last week is they're going to beat New York 4 straight. This sends a wake-up call that for them to repeat, it's going to be harder. People are not going to give them anything. They're going to have to work to earn it. New York is going to make them play tough.
The Bulls have been held to only 89 points in this ballgame. 94-89. The last time the Knicks won here at the Madhouse on Madison was March 6, 1987. They won that game by only 1 point.
Well, let me give you something. That game, though, I was coaching. Juwan Oldham goaltended that last shot. We won that game. The record book is wrong there.
Now that's in-depth reporting. Thank you very much. Scratch that off. So it was even prior to that.
That's right. I mean, that's a wrong score.
Well, the Bulls have to get 5 quick points here in 1.1 seconds. I think you made the right comment that it's a 3-point shot by Armstrong. It doesn't go. The Knicks with a 5-point win. 94-89. Knicks over the Bulls. Jordan held at 4 points in the first quarter. The Bulls 38 points in the first half. And we talked at the beginning of the ball game about Patrick Ewing being the man for the New York Knicks, but Doug Collins pointed out that a man who would have to come up big in the matchup tonight would be Xavier McDaniel, the X-Man. He rebounded offensively very well in the series against Detroit and came in here particularly early in the ball game and did an outstanding job of rebounding. Also an excellent job defensing Scottie Pippen tonight. And the New York Knicks have taken a 1-0 lead. First question for you, sincerely, are you surprised you got this game at Chicago Stadium?
Well, not really. We knew what we had to do. And that was get on the board, play tough defense, limit Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan with some of the things they can do. We didn't want Michael Jordan to come in and get 45, 50 points, Scottie Pippen to get 30. You know, what we want to do, at least keep them in the 30s and then shut down everybody else. Not let Hodges and a lot of the other role players get a lot of points.
Now, it's easy to say that in terms of preparing for the game. How did you execute it?
Well, we're a defensive-minded team, and I mean, all year it's been the defense for us. And tonight, it haven't been the offense. I mean, we got into them, and we played a lot of tough defense, got a hand up, and anytime you get a hand up in guys' face, they tend to shoot less.
X, a couple questions here. Okay, first of all, knowing Pat Riley the way I do, in the last time out, did he tell you guys when you leave this floor not to act like you've just run the world championship, that you got more work to do? Because I saw a different New York team leave. Not a lot of celebrating, but one that realizes a whole lot more work to be done.
Well, we know it's 3 more games in order to clinch it. So it's a long series, and so we didn't want to celebrate because sometimes it come back and backfire. We can do that, after we get the 4th win, and then that's when it's time to celebrate.
Were you surprised that when Patrick got going, they didn't double team him and trap him and take the ball out of his hands and allowed him to go one-on-one and have the big 4th quarter?
Well, I think, in the first half, they was doubling Pat. And what me and Oak was doing, was just, it was 2-on-1.